Welcome to the Speak Easy English Show.
We're here to help you speak English confidently.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Speak Easy English Show. If you're new here, hi, I'm Daniel.
And I'm Jessie.
Quick question. On Monday, someone asks you, how was your weekend? Do you freeze? Do you say, it was good, and then stop?
Yes, that happens to many learners. You have the answer in your mind, but you do not know how to continue naturally.
Exactly. Today, we fix that. By the end of this lesson, you will learn how to talk about your weekend naturally, clearly, and confidently.
You will learn useful weekend vocabulary, easy past tense sentences, and a simple structure to help you keep talking.
And yes, you'll do a 3-0-second fluency challenge at the end.
So stay with us until the end and practice step by step.
Ready? Let's begin. If you want to practice speaking English like this every week, make sure to subscribe to Speak Easy English Show.
Yes, every lesson helps you speak a little more naturally and a little more confidently.
All right, let's start. Here's our plan for today. We will learn 1. Weekend vocabulary 2. Time expressions 3. Feelings vocabulary 4. Irregular verbs 5. A real conversation 6. Funny weekend stories 7. A quick understanding check 8. Repeat after me practice 9. Common mistakes 10. Real speech listening 11. A weekend answer structure 12. Conversation continuation 13. Roleplay 14. A confidence reset 15. And a fluency test.
So this lesson is not only about words. It is also about building a full answer in a natural way.
Take your time. Speak slowly. Mistakes are okay.
You do not need perfect English today. You just need simple English that helps you communicate.
Exactly. This lesson is about communication, not perfection. First, let's build your weekend vocabulary. These are useful words and phrases for talking about the weekend. Repeat after me, slowly. 1. Stayed at home. 2. Watched a movie. 3. Visited my family. 4. Met my friends. 5. Went shopping. 6. Cleaned my house. 7. Cooked dinner. 8. Studied English. 9. Played football. 10. Relaxed. 11. Slept late. 12. Woke up early. 13. Went to a cafe. 14. Went to the park. 15. Had a busy weekend. 16. Had a relaxing weekend.
Good. These are very common weekend phrases. And notice something helpful. You can combine them easily. For example, I stayed at home and relaxed. I met my friends and went to a cafe. I had a busy weekend and cleaned my house. So you are not only learning single phrases, you are also learning how to build real answers.
Exactly. Now again a little faster. Stayed at home. Watched a movie. Visited my family. Met my friends. Went shopping. Cleaned my house. Cooked dinner. Studied English. Played football. Relaxed. Slept late. Woke up early. Went to a cafe. Went to the park. Had a busy weekend. Had a relaxing weekend.
Nice. You're getting more comfortable already.
Now notice something important. We use the past tense. Stayed, watched, visited, met, went, had. That is very important when you talk about your weekend.
Because the weekend already happened. So your verbs must show the past.
Nice work so far.
If you understood most of these words, that is already great progress.
And if this lesson is helping you, subscribe so you don't miss the next speaking practice lesson.
Now let's continue.
Now, let's make your answer sound more natural. To do that, use time words. Repeat after me. On Saturday. On Sunday. In the morning. In the afternoon. In the evening. Then. After that. Finally.
These words are very useful because they organize your answer. Without them, your weekend story can sound short or disconnected. With them, your answer becomes smoother. For example, on Saturday, I met my friends. Then we went to a cafe. After that, I went home. That sounds much more natural than only saying 3 short sentences.
Exactly. When you use time expressions, your story flows better.
And when your story flows better, you sound more confident and easier to understand.
Very good. That is the goal. Now let's add feelings. A good weekend answer is not only about what you did, it is also about how you felt. Repeat after me. It was fun. It was relaxing. It was exhausting. It was interesting. It was boring.
These words make your answer feel more real and more human. When you add a feeling, your listener understands your experience better. Compare these two. I stayed at home and I stayed at home. It was relaxing. The second one sounds warmer and more natural.
Exactly. Now repeat these short examples. I went shopping. It was fun. Pause. I cleaned my house. It was exhausting. Pause. I stayed at home. It was relaxing. Pause.
Very nice. Now, your answer is not only correct, it is expressive too.
Yes. So now you can talk about actions and feelings together. Now, very important, irregular verbs. These are common verbs you will use again and again. Repeat after me. Go, went. Meet, met. Have, had. See, saw. Eat, ate.
These verbs are small, but they are very important in daily speaking. And many weekend answers use exactly these verbs. So if you remember these 5, you can already say many useful things.
Now repeat the sentences. I went to a cafe. Pause. I met my friends. Pause. I had a busy weekend. Pause. I saw a movie. Pause. I ate pizza. Pause.
Excellent. Try to notice these verbs when you watch English videos too.
Good idea. These verbs appear all the time in real conversations about the weekend. Now let's warm up with short weekend sentences. Repeat after me. I stayed at home. Pause. I watched a movie. Pause. I met my friends. Pause. I went shopping. Pause. I had a relaxing weekend. Pause. I had a busy weekend. Pause.
Very good. Short sentences are a great place to start because they are simple and clear. And when you feel comfortable with short sentences, it becomes easier to make longer answers later.
Yes, simple sentences, clear English. That is a strong start.
Do not underestimate simple practice. It builds confidence very fast.
Before we continue, if you enjoy learning English through real conversation like this, subscribe to the channel.
And practice with us every week.
All right, now let's listen to a real conversation. Now, listen to the conversation. Slow and clear.
Hi, Daniel. How was your weekend?
It was pretty good. How about yours?
It was relaxing. On Saturday, I stayed at home and watched a movie.
Nice. What movie did you watch?
I watched a comedy. It was really funny.
That sounds fun. I met my friends on Saturday.
Oh, nice. What did you do?
We went to a cafe and talked for hours.
That's great. Did you do anything on Sunday?
Yes, I cleaned my house and prepared for the week.
Very productive.
Yes, it was a good balance, fun and productive.
This is a very natural conversation because both people answer and ask questions. That is why it keeps moving smoothly.
Exactly. It is not too short, and it is not too long.
And each answer has a little detail, which makes it sound more real.
Very good. And now let's make it more memorable with a funny weekend story. Before we continue, Jessie has a funny weekend story.
Yes. On Saturday, I decided to cook dinner for my family.
That sounds nice. What did you cook?
I tried to cook pasta. At first, I thought everything was going well. The pasta looked fine. The sauce looked fine. But when we started eating, something felt wrong.
Oh no.
Yes, I forgot to add salt.
No.
The pasta was very, very plain. It was not terrible, but it was definitely not great.
What did your family say?
They said it's healthy. And when people say that about food, it is usually not a good sign.
That is true.
So I added salt later. And after that, it tasted much better.
Good recovery.
Yes, it was not a perfect dinner, but it became a funny family memory.
Exactly. And stories like this make your English more interesting. Okay, now my turn. On Sunday, I slept late. Very late.
How late?
I woke up at 11 a.m. I missed breakfast. Then I rushed to meet my friends. I was trying to get ready quickly, but I still felt half asleep.
Oh no. Did you eat anything?
Yes, I ate a big lunch. It was delicious, but I was still sleepy.
That sounds like a very real weekend story. Sometimes the weekend is relaxing, but also a little messy.
Exactly. It was funny later, not fun in the morning. Now, quick questions. Answer out loud. 1. What did Jessie cook? Pause.
Pasta.
2. What did she forget? Pause.
Salt.
3. What time did Daniel wake up? Pause.
11 a.m.
4. Did Daniel miss breakfast? Pause.
Yes.
Nice. Listening and understanding are improving.
And even if you answered only 1 or 2, that is still good. You are training your ears step by step.
Exactly. Keep going. You're doing great so far. But here's something important. Many learners know weekend words, but they still struggle to build a full answer.
Yes, they say only one sentence. For example, I stayed at home, and then the conversation stops.
In the next section, we'll practice how to build fuller, more natural answers.
So now let's practice speaking step by step.
Repeat after me. Slowly. Ready? 1. How was your weekend? Pause 3 seconds. Again. Pause. 2. It was pretty good. Pause. Again. Pause. 3. It was relaxing. Pause. Again. Pause. 4. On Saturday, I stayed at home. Pause. Again. Pause. 5. I watched a comedy. Pause. Again. Pause. 6. I met my friends. Pause. Again. Pause. 7. We went to a cafe. Pause. Again. Pause. 8. We talked for hours. Pause. Again. Pause. 9. On Sunday, I cleaned my house. Pause. Again. Pause. 10. I prepared for the week. Pause. Again. Pause. 11. I tried to cook pasta. Pause. Again. Pause. 12. I forgot to add salt. Pause. Again. Pause. 13. I woke up at 11 a.m. Pause. Again. Pause. 14. I missed breakfast. Pause. Again. Pause. 15. Overall, it was a good weekend. Pause. Again. Pause.
Very good. These sentences are excellent practice for past tense and natural speaking. You do not need to rush. Slow repetition helps your mouth remember the pattern.
Exactly. Your past tense is getting stronger.
Nice. Your pronunciation is getting clearer.
Yes, and remember, slow practice builds fast confidence. Now again, in chunks. A little faster. Ready? Chunk A. How was your weekend? It was pretty good. Pause. Chunk B. On Saturday, I stayed at home and watched a movie. It was relaxing. Pause. Chunk C. I met my friends and went to a cafe. We talked for hours. Pause. Chunk D. On Sunday, I cleaned my house and prepared for the week. It was productive. Pause.
Nice. Chunk practice is very helpful because it trains you to speak in groups of words, not only one word at a time. That makes your speech sound smoother and more natural.
Yes, your speaking is getting smoother. Now, common mistakes. Ready? Mistake at. I stay at home. I stayed at home. Repeat. I stayed at home. Pause.
This mistake is very common because learners know the base verb first. But remember, when you talk about the weekend, you need the past form. Mistake 2. I go shopping. I went shopping. Repeat. I went shopping. Pause.
Mistake tray. I meet my friends. I met my friends. Repeat. I met my friends. Pause.
Mistake 4. I watch movie. I watched a movie. Repeat. I watched a movie. Pause. Also notice the article, a movie.
Great. Small grammar changes make you sound correct.
And they make your answer much clearer to the listener.
Now start in normal plus fast. Hey, how was your weekend?
Did you hear that?
How was your becomes how was your. Repeat slowly. How was your weekend? Pause. Now listen to this. What did you do?
Repeat. What did you do? Pause. That is the clear version.
What did ya do this weekend?
That means, what did you do this weekend? This is fast spoken English. Do not worry if it sounds difficult at first. Just listen for the key ideas. What did you do? Weekend.
Exactly. It's fast English. Don't worry, just catch the key words. Weekend listening becomes easier with practice.
And the more you hear it, the more normal it feels.
Now, here is the best part. Use this simple structure to speak easily. My weekend was on Saturday. After that, on Sunday, I felt. Overall, it was.
This structure is very useful because it removes the pressure. You do not need to invent everything at once. You just follow the order. First the weekend, then Saturday, then Sunday, then your feeling, and then your final opinion.
Exactly. Now repeat the structure with me. My weekend was on Saturday, on Sunday, overall, it was.
Very good. This roadmap makes speaking easier and helps your ideas come out in a natural order.
Very important. Don't stop after one answer. Keep the conversation going. Use these lines. How about you? What about you? Did you do anything special? That sounds fun.
These small follow-up lines are powerful. They show interest and they make the conversation feel natural. So after you answer, do not stop. Give the other person space to speak too.
Exactly. Now repeat after us.
How about you? Pause.
What about you? Pause.
Did you do anything special? Pause.
That sounds fun. Pause. Weekend talk is two-way.
That's natural English.
Now it's your turn. Speak out loud. Ready? Question un. How was your weekend? Pause 6 sec.
It was relaxing. It was busy. It was pretty good. These are short and natural.
Question do. What did you do on Saturday? Pause 6 sec.
I stayed at home and watched a movie. I met my friends. I went shopping. Try to choose one answer and say it clearly.
Question tra. What did you do on Sunday? Pause 6 sec.
I visited my family. I cleaned my house. I went to the park. Good. Keep going.
How did you feel? Pause 6 sec.
It was fun. It was relaxing. It was exhausting. Now connect your action and your feeling if you can.
Nice! Even one sentence is perfect. Before the fluency test, take one breath. Slow English is clear English.
And clear English is good English. You do not need long or complicated sentences.
You don't need perfect grammar.
You need simple, correct sentences.
That is enough. Now the fluency challenge. Speak for 30 seconds about your weekend. Use this structure. My weekend was on Saturday, on Sunday, I felt. Overall, it was.
This structure will help you keep speaking without stopping too early. So try to say at least one sentence for each part.
Good. Pause the video now and speak for 30 seconds.
Great job! You're improving. Even if it was not perfect, you still practiced real speaking.
Yes, this is real progress. Now your turn. Write 5 sentences about your weekend in the comments. Use past tense and time words.
You can use this order. On Saturday, then, after that, on Sunday. That will help your answer feel clear and natural.
And add one feeling. For example, it was relaxing, or it was fun.
Even simple sentences are perfect.
We read the comments, and sometimes we help correct them. If this lesson helped you today, like the video and subscribe to Speak Easy English Show.
Practice a little English every day.
Next, watch episode 5, English at the Supermarket.
See you there.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Keep practicing. Your English is getting better every day.